Here's another one.
Wild card! What's going on, everyone? I'm Nick Cato.
I'm Walter Bowley.
And I'm Matt Harnick, wild card.
Jesus.
God.
This is Live Through
Is that
Games.
gonna make it? Is that shot gonna make it?
Absolutely
What?
not.
You don't think?
Fine.
I'm
All
calling it. It has
allow
to because they won't know what we're talking
All
about.
allow it. That could be the mystery. But
You don't know if it's gonna make it.
I do, because we're talking about it, and now we'll look like jackasses if we leave it out.
No, I think
I'm putting us in a
you're
situation
Going
where
to
it's
look
got
like a jackass.
No, I'm free. I'm free as a bird. I do whatever I do.
fucking bird. But this is episode 16
16.
of
That's sweet
Podcast
16.
Reloaded.
Sweet 16. I like that.
So it's about time for us to get a car and then act disappointed about it because we wanted the BMW.
Yeah. No, you're the newest person with a car.
That's true.
Or not newest
And I
person.
wanted a Cadillac.
No, you didn't. No one wants a Cadillac.
Some
You want a
people
Cadillac?
want it. I wouldn't mind a Cadillac, like whatever.
Let us know in the comments if you want a
CCS
Cadillac.
or something like that.
Well,
I don't
the
know.
problems with your car, I'm sure you take just about
Oh
anything.
my god, my turn signal's out now, my right turn signal, I'm like, oh.
He can't
Great.
turn.
So I'm gonna be driving, I'm gonna make a right turn, someone's gonna smash me.
Well,
have
I'm
to do the
I'm not an
stick
amity.
your
I'm not an
hand out.
amity turner. My car can't turn.
I'm gonna have to go like this, right turn, left turn, but my left one works, so I just have to do this like a dumbass.
I always thought the left turn would be like you just like point to the left, like just reach over your car and point left.
But I guess I'll just get all the plugs in out of the way, so we don't have to do it later. If you have a question for us, or comment, or anything we could do better,
We like
email
those.
us at livethroughgames@gmail.com. Keep checking our YouTube channel, like our videos, subscribe to our
Click
channel.
that subscribe button. It's down here somewhere. Just
I'm
follow
gonna
the thing.
try to
Bring
add
that back.
annotations to it. Like, I think you could do that on the YouTube settings. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm new to this. I'm trying to figure everything out. I'm not the most savvy person with videos, but I'm getting better. Keep checking our blog, which is more just like if we got something from the heart we want to talk about. I'm working on a trip down nostalgic memory lane right now. I got the intro done. It'll be up
Okay.
within this week, sometime later. I'll let you know via Twitter when it will be. And yeah, I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter and Google Plus, and follow me on Twitter at Katostrophic. Our Twitter's at Live Through Games. Basically everything, just Google Live Through Games. We're the first thing that pops up on everything. Because we're the only Live Through Games.
We're number one.
Step up, we probably should get that copyrighted. That's what
Yeah,
my mom
let
said.
me
We
get
should
right on
probably get that. Apparently my mom has like 3 copyrighted things.
Really?
Yeah, like when she was like a teenager. It's funny. But, anyway. Thank you, Brian, for liking our BS cast. Anyway, let's just move right in to the news. Persona 5 gameplay trailer was debuted at a Persona concert. And that's stretching for some unknown reason. Like,
I just, that was just stretching.
I know why
Slam
you're, I know why you're
basketball.
stretching.
This is a game that was on my radar just because I've heard of how good Persona was. That was one of the few great PS2 games I didn't play on my PS2. It got re-released on Vita, sold 1 million copies on Vita.
Almost 1 million. It wasn't 1 million.
Sure?
It's
It's
according to
all
Colin.
over.
He
Oh.
said it was almost 1 million.
Oh, I thought it was a little over. But it's okay. Either way, it's a shitload of copies for Vita.
Yeah, Vita.
Because there's not a lot
No.
of them out there. But I'm interested in it. I watched it. It looks pretty good. I'm probably going to buy it. There seems to be a ton of hype
And
behind
that's
it.
PS4, right?
Yes. And PS3.
Okay.
You want to take the
Go
floor?
on,
You're the one
like,
who said
you're
you're
the
going
one
to go
who's
for
getting all
hours.
antsy.
Matt said, literally, I'm going to go on forever about this. So,
No,
now's your time.
I've
share.
never played the Persona game, so I can't give it any justice. I mean, we're both me and you are just knowing how much people love it, and I've went all day yesterday. I was pretty much Persona 4, looking up Persona 4 stuff and seeing ridiculous things. I mean, they made an anime out of it, which literally you can watch the game in the anime. They made 2 fighting games for it, both great reviews, and they're even making because I guess the music is so iconic and everyone loves it so much, and it's even getting a
video game music's big.
Yeah, but this one, they're making a freaking game out of it. Just said a concert based on the game.
Music.
A Guitar Hero like thing.
Kind of, but not necessarily. You play with instruments.
Like
You just press the button.
Maybe
and
sync.
the whole game's a quick time event.
Pretty much. And you know what? It probably is going to sell in Japan.
Maybe here too.
But yeah. So I mean, I was watching I was kind of just. At first, I was like, I keep hearing Persona. Nick's talked about every time I ever bring up a Vita, he's like, Persona 4, I hear like amazing on that. And sorry, I'm
so excited.
And like, so I was like, I kind of knew about the game or of it, and now I found out that it's like they're the predecessors to Catherine, which YouTube loved to death. I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. So. I was like, okay, well, I looked at it and I can definitely see where they come from. But anyways, long story short, I watched it. I see how it's freaking awesome. And I mean, if you like story and turn-based combat, I mean, this is right up your alley. And if you like anime, I mean, which for me, since I'm such a huge anime fan right now, like I just, for like over the last year, I just, gung-ho anime. This is like the game that's just like right up my alley. It's like, Matt, why are you not playing this? This is like calling to you.
Why aren't you playing
Because I don't have money to just throw out for a Vita, and I'm going to do that now.
PS2 game.
And you know what? It's also ironic because I'm getting my income tax money back, and now it's like
now
saying,
it's
Matt, go
gone.
buy a Vita. And now it's all gone. No, I'm talking to Chad, but he didn't.
So before we go on that, I wasn't grunting in that way. The thing, I've just realized something. I've been realizing it lately and seeing myself in the camera. I messed with my beard so much. I just like twirl it and stuff, and I thought about it. I was like, oh man, I do that a lot. And then I literally just reached out. I was like,
what about the pen? What does that do for you?
I don't know.
Well, you're supposed to pretend that's a dick.
Wow. Okay.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia reference for those that don't get it.
God. So yeah,
Such a great show.
we can move on. I just want to throw that out there. I wasn't grunting at Matt. I was just grunting at my inability to not twirling
your mustache like some freaking Bond.
So let me know from this point on in the comments how many more times I do it. Not you guys. Don't be jackasses. Let me know.
Do it.
All right. Walt, your thoughts on Persona 5 gameplay?
Look, I'm not an anime fan. The gameplay looks solid, and the graphics for like anime games are held to a weird standard with graphics because they're not going for realism. They're going for like immersion in the show of anime, and for that standard, it looked incredible. Like it looked like you were playing an anime. So I mean, it looks really cool. The gameplay didn't really give me much of an idea for what you're really doing, and I don't know what the story is. I know you're a bunch of fucking teenagers in high school, right? Mm-hmm. So clearly there's some supernatural demon stuff happening, so that's right up my alley. But otherwise, it looks crazy. It looks like Japanese crazy is back in full force.
Now let's talk about how it's going to be another dominant win for PlayStation Nation as well. Because from the bold and more, not just from the Colin and Greg show. When I was looking it up, like a lot of people think like this game is gonna bring like JRPGs to the like back where everyone thinks that's why I'm so excited also for this game because you guys know and everyone else knows I'm super stoked for Final Fantasy 15 and like for me I'm like I feel like a JRPG is where I want to go right now and it's just like I'm excited to see who's going to be better because I feel like with Persona, all right, hold on, with Persona I can see it's like Persona's on the rise. It's like Persona 3, people are like, okay, this game's cool. Then it got a cult classic with Persona 4. People are like, those diehards were all into that game, and now they're saying Persona 5 is going to bring it to mainstream. It's going to be like that. I'm talking about Western.
It's been a long time since Persona 4 came out too. It was a PS2 game,
right?
So.
But they
Golden
still
Arena is pretty recent.
Yeah, I'm talking about like, the core
games.
franchise.
Yeah.
But they stayed around, and Catherine was also their kind of like filler. But anyways, so for me, for Final Fantasy, it's like Final Fantasy, everyone's got a bad taste in their mouth. So this is a redemption. This is a rise and a redemption. It's like, who's going to do it? I still feel like Final Fantasy's name carries itself a little more than Persona, especially in the Western, probably not in Japan. Mm-hmm. But, so I'm excited to see how it's all going to play out.
This is why I think Persona 5 will do better than Final Fantasy. Because the one thing Final Fantasy's done that like you think about all like the good JRPGs that have come out recently, like Bravely Default for 3DS. I guess you can say, well, Persona 4 Golden. Even though that's not new, that was a Vita game. It's new. Just all like the JRPGs are getting a lot of attention and getting good reviews are like the old school style, like turn-based combat. And Final Fantasy's going, well, I haven't really seen a ton on it, but from what it looks like, they're going more towards like a fusion from like Final Fantasy 13 and like Kingdom Hearts.
That's one thing that
and
people...
that's like action based. That's not like a JRPG. Like an RPG is that.
You know who's
Pokemon.
I know who's gonna win. I can tell you who's gonna win. He's gonna win because
we're
he's gonna
both
get
together,
two awesome JRPGs.
And I'll throw it out there. In Persona 5, they're in a regular city. And they're not fucking driving around like douches in a car.
Yeah, if you're in high school, you probably don't have a driving license yet.
I drove in high school.
If you can get possessed by Satan, you can have a driver's license. That's
anyways,
I firmly believe that on this
But and to end it off on this, the thing is also I want to disclaim your thing. You can. This is the first game besides 12 that actually went to action. Final Fantasy 13 is all still turn-based, regardless of the paradigm shifting. All it looks like it's not. It's just a different style. You still had to wait until a meteor or time to line came by to where you could do a move.
But it's not like
it's a different. It's still turn-based.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you want to sugarcoat it's still turn-based.
Yeah, but it's.
I mean, it is. It's just a different style.
It's not quite you run up and then you hit him.
It's not like attack.
Which
you
had to wait for a meteor to pause. But anyways, all that disclaimed. Final Fantasy 15 is trying to go for that next level Kingdom Hearts action, which isn't bad. Kingdom Hearts has obviously shown you can make a game where you press X and still have the menu screen to do different things and it still be big. So, I don't know, a little bit still with Final Fantasy 15, but I'm going to give, regardless if I buy it for PS2 or if I buy it the PS Vita and play Persona Golden Edition, whatever, I'm going to give this game a shot because I've looked up and I've seen, and I'm a man of research when it comes to new games. I want to know what's going on, what's this game about, and it's honestly, where I'm at right now with the anime and everything, like I said, I feel like this is a game I'm getting slapped in the face like I'm an idiot for not playing.
It should be in your bio. Man of research.
I am. I do research when I need it.
Persona 5 looks great. We'll move on to the next topic. PS4 and Xbox One, Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin is getting 6-player.
Multiplayer. Yeah. So what that means is a lot more salt in multiplayer.
What I did notice, like not about that, but they showed the PS4 graphics off. They look freaking good.
Looks gorgeous.
Really good.
Honestly, say anything about fixing connection with because it's weird. It's weird because when I dabbled in playing the multi or PvP in Dark Souls 2 a lot more than 1. And they have this whole frame rate crap where it's like rolling past someone. You have to like almost wait for them to roll and like time like right before they're about to leave the roll to hit them. There's such a lag frame rate. But the sickening part to me is no one gave a shit. They bitched about it, but it wasn't enough for them not to play it. They all said, screw it, we'll adapt. That's the thing I was like, really? But I mean, I still played it. It was pretty cool.
This really does nothing for me because Dark Souls is like basically just a single player game to me. That's it.
Nope. Well, I disagree.
I'm saying to me, how I play it, it's just a single player experience. All I want to do is beat the bosses and I'm done.
I feel like for me, when I played Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, I felt when I played Dark Souls 1, I was more PvE, which I think most people agree. But PvP, I feel like they wanted to do more with that. With the covenants and all that kind of stuff being so pro PvP for 2.
I think a bigger deal that they're doing with Scholar of the First Sin is they're completely changing the enemy layout for the entire game.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Anything you've memorized, it doesn't matter anymore. This isn't some areas or even most areas. It's every single area. Enemy placement has been changed. New enemies have been added.
You need to get this. You need to get this.
I do?
Yes,
Why?
because you didn't finish Dark Souls 2, and this is a great chance for you to play it while
When's it come out?
April.
The same month Mortal Kombat X comes out, Matt.
No one says you have to get it right away. Well, I'm going to get it over Mortal Kombat. I know. Stab me, but...
Scorpion will.
I'm going to get Mortal Kombat as well. Of course, I got to see where I am financially, but... those are 2 big games. Plus I'm going to be coming off Bloodborne, so maybe I might be a little burnt out.
Souls down a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Which is,
yeah,
by
that's
the
just
way,
like-
another Persona thing. They say that's also going to get beat out. They don't think Bloodborne's going to do as good as Persona 5 either.
We'll see.
it's hard to say. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna skip out on this one just because I just recently played it, and Bloodborne's coming out like the month before. I'm probably gonna be like, I love that style of game, but there can be too much challenge. I want to just like sit back and chill.
I think Sean's going to get it, so I'll probably be
Sean
getting
is
it for
definitely
PS4.
going to get it. Come on.
Well, I don't know. He seemed hesitant, but I told him about the 3v3, and he's
Yeah.
like, oh. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
I almost played the Dark Souls 2 again when I had my 360 in my room. I was like, I'm kind of feeling like I want to try that Hex build out, but now I'm saying, you know what? Let me hold off. I'll do it when I play that one.
graphics look great.
60
That's
frame
what I
rates.
like.
Yeah, it's the graphics they promised. Their
Except
initial
IGN.
trailers.
See, IGN's video player. I don't know what it is. Like maybe it's just my computer sucks for me. And I'm trying to like watch the graphics comparison, but it's like so choppy. It's just like it's just so choppy. I'm like, I can't even freaking tell right now. But the pictures I saw was good. So I'll move on. This is like a little quick topic. So even though South Park: The Stick of Truth DLC is unlikely, it's not impossible.
That's awesome.
Just thought I'd throw that in there because
Yep.
that was my game of the year last
We
year.
have a thumbs up for South Park content.
How are you guys going to play it, though?
I mean, it's probably not gonna come. But if
a
it
next gen
did,
release for South Park.
It's the way of the future now.
If DLC came out for it, I would totally play it. Yes, I would somehow find a way to play it.
Yeah.
Even though
I
my
still haven't
save
Because I
Fine.
feel like if they were going to release DLC for the game, it wouldn't be some like little thing. It'd be like a
I personally,
Shivering Isles like.
I
thing.
don't
Just
think
like,
this is gonna happen at all.
probably
But
not, but
they left the door open just in case. Correct.
Yeah.
Just in case.
It's one game I missed out on. But at the same time, I'm not, like, hurting over it, and I'm not taking anything away from it. I know if I played it, I'd have a great-ass time playing. 'Cause I love South Park.
It's amazing.
I played a little bit of it when you owned it. I've got to about a little. I'd say I got about a quarter of the way through. I got to the part where they said it's dark out and you need to leave, and I think I was going to get abducted by the aliens at that time.
yeah. And then Randy was going to get anal probed, and that was like the 8th most offensive thing that happened.
It's not that offensive.
It really wasn't compared.
Yeah.
That I'm not even going to repeat.
Yeah, but we all love that.
But this, to me, is the biggest news. It's not technically about video games.
What? What are we doing?
The Wall Street Journal reports that Netflix is possibly making a live-action Legend of Zelda.
Oh, yeah. I heard about
Netflix is
this.
aiming for a Game of Thrones for a family audience. Netflix has refused to comment on this.
So, because Link is exactly like the Game of Thrones characters in that he doesn't talk, plays no politics, and doesn't brutally murder people at their own weddings.
as we know, and we can see with these glasses, with the video I had where I pulled out my Master Sword,
Right.
I'm a big Legend of Zelda fan. Very big Legend of Zelda fan. I don't want it at all.
You don't want
I do not want. Like, if it's good, like this is what I say. It's like one of the things where it's like, damn it, it's gonna come out.
Yeah.
I hope for the best, but I feel just like the last one movie. I don't want it.
Okay.
But let's hope.
This is gonna be. If it's faithful to Legend of Zelda, it's gonna be a crappy TV show. And if it's a good TV show, it's not gonna be faithful to Legend of Zelda.
See, this is the other thing.
So, no matter what, half of your audience loses.
Yeah, I put this on
The thing is, though, is I agree with you. I don't think it's a great idea, but for that game per se. But I like the ballsy jump because I feel like so many people are seeing video game movies, and I feel like it's like making Superman a video game. It's like it's taboo. It's like no one wants to do it. It's
Right.
like it's too crazy. So the fact, but if that does happen, I will watch it just to appreciate the fact that someone's saying, "Hey, we're not going to let the man get us
No,
down.
we'll
We're
try
going
it.
to try it. We're going to
No,
see where it
it's
goes."
definitely going to get a ton of views. We'll see if it lasts after that.
but I shared this on Facebook. The Verge did like who their ideal casting would be for it, and they had Macy Williams, Arya Stark, the small girl, to play young Link, and then the Queen to play Big Link.
Cersei?
No, the other one. Like
So they're gonna have a woman play
their
Link?
wife, Joffrey's.
Joffrey's redhead wife?
Yes,
Oh,
that
yeah.
one.
Oh,
But and then
Tyrell.
Yes, her being
yeah.
adult Link, and I was saying like I'm not against, like I said, I'm not against Link being a chick, but I would not. I would
Link is a
very much.
feminine male
Yeah, I
character.
don't
Pretty
want.
raspy voice though.
No, see,
Yeah.
I don't want them to change genders of characters, and not to mention they are now making him lesbian lovers with Zelda because they did not change Zelda to like a guy or anything.
But you're just talking about our most wanted cast.
But
So
you
they
gotta
said that's who they
understand, that's
want.
just
That's
it.
what I was saying. Like if they did that, like that's the thing. That's the other thing that's just gonna make me mad. Like they're great actresses, and I'm not against it because Link. I love Link, but he's not like some.
But what if they literally do like Peter Pan and they're men, but they're very feminine?
Yeah, but they
That's what Link
thing.
is.
That's the thing, though. I want to stop you on that. I don't play that many Zelda games. I'm not going to sit here like I do, but I've looked up enough to know kind of what's going on. Zelda and Link don't usually always get together. It's not Mario and
No,
Peach.
I
Sometimes
know,
they're
but
brother and
still,
sister.
but still.
I mean, like they actually said the only real love interest one between the two of them was Link, the one that was recently on Wii that just came out. Skyward Sword was the first romance between them, real like strong romance. They might have had something, or like you could speculate they might be to get together or something. But they said that was the first one they actually like
you know
got
who would
together.
actually be a great Link?
Andrew Garfield.
No, but okay. Joffrey.
Ari Gold.
Don't you even say that.
He has all the features to be
Ari
Link.
Gold. And
Joffrey?
he uses his witty lines.
He has all. Jesus, no, he's too old.
So can we just accept that Chris Pine would be a great Link?
Yes. Damn it! God damn it!
And he can play Ganondorf.
Oh, God. You're right. Chris Pine's the perfect one.
God, you know who could have been good if he was younger? Mark Hamill.
As Link?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm so pissed. This is the answer to everything. It's like, who'd be good for this character? Chris Pine. Who'd be good for Chris Pine? It doesn't matter who it is. He's always the guy.
And they'll get The Rock to play Ganondorf.
Okay, I'm scared of Chris Pine. He always... Alright, yeah. He's always the right. Chris Pine.
What if they had the
you're always
Boromir
right.
guy? Play him.
It's me!
Why'd you go Mario?
I said Mario? I thought you said Borat.
No,
it
the
was-
Boromir guy.
Oh, Boromir!
Yeah.
Sean Bean?
You know he's gonna die.
Yeah, he's gonna die. It's gonna be sad.
So I hope they do this
Yeah.
decently. I'm nervous.
You know what? At the very least, what the show could provide is really cool action scenes.
Honestly, another thing that people don't realize, if you want to get a feminine dude, you can always go for the Broadway guys. I mean, it's not like this is a Netflix show. It's not like we're thinking this is going to be some sort of...
Netflix shows are huge, dude.
Oh.
House of Cards, Orange is the New Black, Black Sails.
These
not-
Netflix
Wait,
originals
what am I
are-
thinking? There's another pirate show on Netflix. Marco Polo. That's what I'm thinking. Marco Polo.
They're getting big. But
Okay,
House of Cards took Emmys away from Breaking Bad. Understand that. House of Cards is freaking huge.
okay. Again, if Kevin Spacey's having to go to TV, that means he's obviously flunking in the movie industry.
No,
That's
that
what you
means Kevin Spacey wants full creative control over his TV show, and Netflix offered it to him. That's
Money
what it means,
speaks, dude.
That's what happens.
do. I'm just saying,
But-
he's gone. The guy is iconic enough to go to any movie. He's like one of the greatest villain.
And he
actors
wanted
ever.
to do this. That's like his pet project was House of Cards, and like everybody else wanted to take his baby and do a little something with it. He was like, screw that. And he went to Netflix and he's like, hey, let me do my thing.
Okay, so this is an outer project. He's kind of just like, okay, now I've shown how great I am. I just want to do this. This isn't like something that he's
Where are
been
you
like,
getting this info?
dude.
Is this MattHardingOpinion.com?
No, you're not getting what I'm saying, but it's like writing on the wall.
I don't know if it's based in any truth.
What I'm seeing from this is my opinion, okay? So this is MattHarding.com, okay?
That's fair.
I'm just saying, from what I've seen, the guy's played Seven, the guy's done American
American Beauty.
Beauty. He's done all these movies now. He's shown that
Usual
he's amazing.
Suspects.
Because guess what?
Garbage
Guess what? I guarantee you, if he was a nobody and went in and said, "Hey, I want to do this," they would have been like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Exactly.
But now he's so big, he's done it all.
He does what he
now
wants.
he's just saying, "Okay, I want to do this now."
Yeah, screw you, I do what I want.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. You're acting like I'm saying
I
this
feel
guy
like you were saying
sucks.
he's like desperate.
No,
That's what it sounded like you
no.
said.
Oh, no, I don't know.
That's what it's like.
I-
Before
I
you
think
told me
he's
he
legal.
wanted to do this, I didn't know he wanted to do it.
Yeah.
But
I don't
so
really
then
know.
I usually, everyone
We
says.
don't know this.
I mean, you can't say that's not true. That most actors or actresses who wind up on television usually say that's because they're not making it in movies anymore.
Yeah. Well, Billy Bob Thornton went to Fargo and did Fargo on FX, and at first I was like, ugh, but then I realized what he brought to the show, and I was like, oh, that was a great call. Like, you needed to do that.
Now, I'm gonna reel us back in, because we're getting crazy off topic now. I'm gonna reel it back in.
What are you talking about? This wasn't about House of Cards?
No, I'm reeling it back in.
Alright, I made a stupid call on the link thing, and I said, like, Netflix move shows aren't that
That's fine, that's fine. I'm reeling it back in.
He's really.
I'm just saying, long story short,
Every time someone says that, it's not
wrong. Yes, no, that's what I'm saying. I say you can usually get a little Broadway guy to come in and do a TV show. It's not like
David
a
Tennant?
deal.
No.
No? Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know. He's too much of a man. David Tennant?
Should have the Green Ranger do him. I think.
No.
I know you guys
I've
have
met
worshipped
him.
him, so.
Walt doesn't. He hates Power Rangers.
I don't hate Power Rangers.
Thank
I just don't love it either.
I love Jason David Frank. Thanks for taking the picture with me, by the way. But
Should have Stone Cold be him.
so
Stone Cold!
we can like not drink his potions. He'll just be like, oh. But
God, he's stunned everyone.
all right. Moving on. Cyrax, Jade, and Rain are rumored for MKX.
Actually, I saw that something about like, and they just threw out like they said like, oh, 16 more characters are going to be coming, and we're going to be telling him like one after the other.
I don't know anything about it. So
I
maybe.
swore I saw that on.
But I did, like, there's at least confirmed to be like 2 guest characters. And then they've still got a pretty decent chunk of the roster.
You know what? You know what? I will be shocked. A guaranteed character I know will probably be in the game. I'm surprised they haven't talked about. I remember playing the story mode. It was like the one where they go to like MK2's story, and it shows Smoker getting turned into like the Cyrax and the Inspector. Smoke. Sorry,
Okay.
Smoke. And they showed how he got turned into his like cyborg version of him.
Cyrax and
Yeah,
what the
but
hell is it called? Sector. Cyrax and Sector were not Smoke. I don't know what you're saying.
no, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
Smoke, the character, the ninja, he was originally brought as an MK2. He was originally shown as a android.
Okay.
But in the show, they showed him like slowly getting turned into it. And they showed like a flash of him being his version. I would not be shocked if he's not going to be in
Like
this
Smoke,
one.
Cyborg.
Yeah, like he's going to have that. Like that was like they showed him as ninja form, just like how that clan that whatever was in Cyrax and Sector were in. They're going to make that version of him as an.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So I feel like that's going to be a character.
At the very least, a costume.
I think they'll be good characters.
Oh, dude, Mortal Kombat. You can tell that they still got it.
I know he was like a fan favorite.
Smoke?
I know Smoke.
Smoke
Yeah,
was
he was the
Smoke's not
reptile.
rumored.
He was the reptile.
Smoke's not rumored.
I know, but he will. If he's not in it, I'll be shocked. If his like android form is not in it, because back in the MKs, which I played, MK1, Reptile was that secret character you had to unlock by him like randomly coming in and saying, "Hey, if you do this, I'll fight you." And Smoke was the character for the other one for MK2. He was that guy that came in and said it. So like people were like, "Oh, that's why you like love him so much, because you had to unlock him." And so I think he'll be in it.
Yeah. Housemarque Super Stardust Ultra is coming out on PS4 February 10th. I'm excited for this. It's a great game.
What is it?
Super Stardust Ultra.
I have no idea what that is.
Can't wait. I will be purchasing it. I think it's going to be $15 or $10. I think it's 15. Don't hold me to it. Still buy it. It's worth it. Not that much money. So, just want to throw that out there for everyone. Then, Xenoblade Chronicles X will feature 4-player online quests. That game looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, it does. That's Wii U or
Yes,
3DS?
Wii U.
Okay. That is a game that's got me like, I'm looking at you. I wanna see what
We'll
they got.
see with this online, considering you can't chat.
Considering it's Wii U.
Look, you can't chat. They're like, oh, let's make this like Splatoon. Let's make this gun game, team gun game. You can't chat in game. No teamwork at all. They're obviously don't understand.
See,
there are such thing as parental controls.
They know this thing. They know you have other systems if you have a Wii U, so you just chat through that.
Oh, God. You
It's all about being lazy now, Walt. Everything's got to be handed to us. We don't want to work that extra oomph.
I don't know. We'll see how this works, because usually, basically, I don't know. I will admit though, Smash Online and actually even the latency on Smash, like Mario Kart Online is pretty good. Smash
Mario Kart
Online
Online is great. Smash is
above average.
Like Smash is
really
either
good
can be great, it can be normal,
Yeah.
and it can be trash.
I
It's
haven't
just like-
I haven't had a problem with Mario.
Well, they got
Kart.
the whole you get that adapter to put the Ethernet cable in now.
Yeah,
if you want to
connect.
do that, yeah.
But with such a big game, we'll see how this works. I don't know.
Which they're still stupid from the beginning that I have one. I mean, God.
Yep.
Way to go, Nintendo.
It's Nintendo.
God,
They
why
make
do
stupid decisions. Like,
I
let's
hate
not
to
put an
love you.
Ethernet cable on it. Let's not make the GameCube controllers that we sell able to just plug into the USB or
Let's
just be
not
wireless.
put a charger in our new 3DS.
Let's make the gamepad's battery last like 2 seconds and have it be the only controller, because my PS4 controller doesn't do it, that when it's not plugged in, it's just sitting there off, the battery somehow drains.
And on top of that, you're
And
not allowed
they-
to have another one. You can't have 2 gamepads.
And this YouTube thing was
And
I
I
don't get
also
it.
heard, I don't know if this might have fixed it with consoles later on, but you know that if your gamepad breaks, you can't buy a new one and get it to work for your Nintendo Wii.
I didn't know that.
Good.
Yeah, that's freaking
Good.
What do you
bullshit.
mean good?
I hope so. You know what? I hope they're like, oh, well, that way you can just use the Pro Controller. Everyone break their gamepads so we could just go on the Pro Controller.
Just send them to me. I collect things.
Oh, God.
I don't see your logic on
But,
that.
well, I was saying, but if you could move on
Which makes
to
me wonder
better
why
controllers.
they do so, because that I'm not 100% sure myself if that's true, because can't you individually buy gamepads?
I think you can.
You
But
can,
I'm sure there's a
that's
way to
fair.
sync your gamepad to something. I'm
They
sure.
said
You probably just can't have two.
we were watching the Screw Attack thing, and the guy was like, "You know, I hate Wii U." He said that. He's like, you can't. If your gamepad breaks, you can't get a new one."
Oh,
I
well,
wouldn't.
trust me, it would fit right into Nintendo's grand scheme. So we'll move on to the second to last, another Mortal Kombat thing. I'm not sure what it is. Well, don't fist pump
I'm
yet.
fist pumping.
MKX may have microtransactions. We'll
It's
see
probably-
what that
it's
is.
just probably costumes.
Oh, I don't know if that.
Killer Instinct.
Which you might as well not even do, because they'll have a super ultra.
Well, they're not
Mega.
Capcom. Take it easy, but no, it's costumes. I guarantee it's costumes.
Oh, we'll see. Maybe like extra lives for like Tower, whatever they
I doubt that.
So we'll see what they are. I'm not sure.
Maybe
I know
stuff
people.
for like online skins, like clans. Like
Yeah,
different clans,
I know
whatever.
people are finicky with
Like, because
microtransactions.
a fighting game, it's really hard to buy victory in a fighting game, so I'm really not worried about that.
I actually heard that
Buy extra health.
one of the things that MK9 like really sticks in there. I think I only heard that people want it. I don't know if they actually are. It's the King of the Ring thing or King of the Hill.
King of the Hill. It was
Like,
awesome.
people
I
love
King of the
that.
Hill. Oh yeah, I dominated King of the Hill.
Yeah, they like that whole
Oh,
thing.
the one where it's like you go up.
Yeah,
and
you
win.
win.
yeah, and you gain a little bit of health back if you win, but
Yeah.
not all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a spree in King of the Hill.
Did you have a spree though?
Ermac.
Did you have a spree?
Every time I hit a Bay battle,
yeah,
it was like
he had
so nice.
Walt ate the candy sprees when he was playing.
Look at him. Look at him.
You did it, Walt. Nick. You did it right there. You looked at me and Nick.
See?
You looked at me and Walt, and
No,
you
you
said
see?
one of your little one-liners that you thought was
See,
clever.
I said a one-liner before we started recording about something with Jared's Final Fantasy,
Right.
and
That
they
was
all
actually
thought I
funny.
got them out of my system, but I always got a few locked and loaded.
I actually liked that one though.
Thank you.
But that one was terrible.
Well, it's all good. You can hate all you want. We'll move on to the last news. 343 Industries canceled. This is
Force.
fresh news too.
Oh,
Fresh. When I saw that, this is only like
smells right.
less than an hour.
Smells pretty new.
343 Industries
New
cancels
car.
the beta for the Master Chief Collection content update. They said the beta.
Ah,
They
Bullshit.
said, hold on. They said the beta. They said the beta would postpone the content update for the public.
Way to go, 343. Way
I'm
to just
cool with
put
it.
more saltiness in.
I'm cool with it because
You're
if
not
they're
even playing it anymore.
no, because I'm waiting for this big content update. I'm not going to play it; it's still broken. But I'm cool with it because if they're confident enough in it where they don't need the beta, and the beta is only going to postpone me being
Yeah.
able to get the update, then I'm fine with it. I don't give
Yeah.
a crap. And if it doesn't work, well, not like we're not used to it.
and I read a book about anti-gravity, and I couldn't put it down.
See this. See, what would you rather have? The candy spree
That was
joke?
better.
No, that was garbage. That's
Like,
Hot garbage.
Walt had his stupid little grin on his face while he's telling
That's
us,
a
so he lost
landfill.
some of it.
That's a landfill.
But yours was just so forced.
A Higgs boson particle walks into church and says, "What are you guys doing? You can't have mass without me."
Oh. Nope. I'll save this joke.
I don't think that was
for-
funny because I thought sexual was.
Never mind. I'll save this joke.
Christ.
I'll save this joke for after the podcast because I realized I was about to say it.
now.
I know I can't say it. I realized I was about to say it. But I can't. So we'll move on to the question
Okay.
we have. This is a big question.
Big question.
Emailed in from Kevin.
Big
You
answer.
can email your question. Got something big. But
Dude, you.
You went there. Like, we kind of were
We were all
hinting at
thinking.
it.
I'm like,
we were hinting at it, but you said it.
I'm like, I got a big
he's got
answer.
big ideas.
No.
But
I got a big dick. Boom! I just went the extra length. I did not mean to do that one, but
see,
that was awesome.
Alright, you can email us questions in at liftyourgames@gmail.com as well, like Kevin did again. Thank you, Kevin. You're our shining fan right now.
You're our shiny Pokemon.
What are you guys' gaming history, and what are the high points of it?
All right.
Who would like to start? Mine is very extensive.
Mine is very short,
So would you like to start
so I'll
off?
start it. Well, if we go back, story time with Walter. We go back to when the N64 was first getting big, 1998 or 99. My parents got it for me for my birthday.
It sounds like it's tragic. I feel like someone's gonna die.
Because Walt's like, I wish I got a PlayStation.
Well, so
Yeah,
I'll get to
anyway,
that.
yeah.
But so this N64 game came with one game, and that game, Star Fox 64. I'm pretty sure my dad just closed his eyes and grabbed one N64 game, and it was Star Fox. That collection grew to include 007,
GoldenEye.
yeah,
Classic.
GoldenEye, Smash Bros. 64,
Classic.
Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask.
Classics.
And is that it?
Super Mario 64.
Mario 64. I actually never owned it. I played it and beat it, but I never owned it. And the Kirby 64.
Also.
And that was that. That was my entire N64 phase.
Mm-hmm.
Then we jump all the way to 7th grade when I get a PS2.
Good choice.
Sure, it was 7th grade? Because in 8th grade, we had 360s.
You might have got it later.
Could have been 6th. Could have been 6th or 7th. It
Yeah.
wasn't 5th. I wasn't in
Yeah,
elementary school. I know that. So, 6th grade, 7th grade. I get my PS2, and my gaming library for the PS2 is abysmal.
Lord of the Rings.
It's got the Lord of the Rings game. It's got
You didn't play any of the classes. You had one of the greatest systems. And you
yeah.
didn't play any
I
of the
played
games.
Need for Speed. I mean, it was
They were
fun.
good. They were good.
The Undergrounds. I played Dragon Ball Z Budokai, Devil May Cry, and that's it. I did my PS2. I wasn't even a gamer. I would just like play. Oh, I'll play this. Oh, Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2.
The Spider-Mans.
Yeah, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. Which the third game was the best game in the trilogy, and the third movie was also the best movie. Is that right? Is my remembering that right?
No.
Then we get into where I actually became a real gamer when I got my Xbox 360 for birthday, freshman year of high school, I think. It was for my birthday. And my first game for that, do you remember what it was?
Oblivion?
No, King Kong.
Oh, God. My first game. We'll get to that.
Mine was King Kong. It was terrible. Next game was X-Men Legends, I think, where you could play as Iceman,
Poor man.
Iceman, Wolverine, or Nightcrawler were the only three people you could play as. And all the levels were just like linear paths. Like Iceman's was an on-rails shooter. So it was bad, to say the least. But then I started playing Gears of War, started playing Oblivion, and that's when I really became the kind of gamer I am now. In that I'm a console whore, I guess. And I'm terrible at mouse and keyboard. I don't like playing on computers. The only game I ever beat on computer was the 3 Elder Scrolls games, Morrowind, Arena, and Hammerfell. And now I have the Xbox One, where I play Titanfall, Sunset Overdrive, Battlefield 4. What am I missing? Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor,
Dragon Age.
Dragon Age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it right now.
Biggest highlight for gaming, when I first discovered online multiplayer, and for me that was on the Xbox 360. when I first was able to be like, call up Matt or Nick or Mike and say, hey, let's play Gears, or hey, let's play Call of Duty, and like just doing that it cost a lot of homework.
Yeah.
Like,
Always does.
and it is just like the way like when we played Modern Warfare and we decided we're not going to use the tack knife unless it's a Desert Eagle. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we thought tack knife was OP, so if you got the Desert Eagle, that means you earned it.
I like it.
So yeah, that's all my highlights is in multiplayer gaming. Matt.
You want to go or?
You go ahead. I guess.
All right. My gaming career started. I'm writing a more extensive look into this right now, but I'll give you the brief run through. Started gaming when I was 3, probably way too young to understand anything. I first experienced a game at my friend Jared's house when we moved to Inverness. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was the first game I played. For some unknown reason, I guess Jared had an NES as well. I don't remember this at all, but they really loved Genesis. I don't know why, but I guess they picked that. And because no one was really a dual console gamer except for you. I'll give you that. I didn't really. You had both, but basically for the Genesis, all I really played, I played Sonics and I played some sports games. That's really it, like NBA Jam and stuff. And
which is a classic. So
yeah,
I don't think that's like
he's all fire, boom, drop a lock up. Alright. But I had a Genesis, and that's literally the only thing I knew existed. I had no idea what a Nintendo was or anything. So then around 90, we had that all throughout until around 96 when the N64 got announced. That was around when we started like getting magazines and like knowing about it a little bit. My brother got an N64, and Jared got a PS1. I didn't really play that much, but N64, I guess that was really like my childhood system. I was like 6 or something around that age where I actually understood it. We had too many games, but just a rundown: Mario Kart, Star Fox, Smash Bros, Mario 64, Jet Force Gemini, GoldenEye, Donkey Kong 64, which is way overpriced. It's like $65 for that fucking game. Because cartridges were so expensive. And I bought that with my money. But then after that, we got a GameCube, and that's when I became a I got every console. From that, I got GameCube. I played all like the classics on there. Xbox, got Halos, all the like KOTOR, all that stuff.
James had the Xbox.
Yeah, I got one eventually too. But yeah, I'm just saying, in my household, I had those and I played them.
Makes sense.
And then later on, I got my greatest console of all time to me, my PS2. Thanks to him, Budokai 2. God did the Jack and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Metal Gear Solid 3.
That's one thing I'll give you credit for. PlayStation 2 wise, I feel like you were the right one at it. Like you knew what games to get.
God,
you showed that you could not be a rated M kid and enjoy your PlayStation 2.
God, was it just all the classics I played on that. It was just amazing. Then after that, I moved on. I got a 360 first. I wanted the Wii more than anything. But I got a 360. My first game was Perfect Dark Zero. Then a few months later, I got a Wii with Twilight Princess. And then I got a PS3 way later because it's so expensive. I got the
PS3
Slim.
came out a year after the 360 also.
Yeah, but I couldn't afford that. My first PS3 was the Slim one. I bought it for my brother when I was 19. But basically played every game that was really good for those. And now I have a PS4, Xbox One, and Wii U.
And Wii.
Well, that's more.
He's had a Wii though.
Yeah, I've had it, yeah. And I'm playing that. I basically played all the big games because there hasn't really been that many. Bunch of indie games. I've went back and recently I've been going back and playing all the old games that I haven't played. Basically, I'm caught up on everything like Nintendo-wise, like SNES and NES. The first game I played that wasn't a Genesis game, though, I played Mega Man 2 in my friend Robert Webb's house when I was in pre-K or kindergarten. I went over there and played it. It was pretty cool. Highlights, I'd say first time I beat Sonic 2, because that was a big thing, because I was so young I couldn't get past the second level.
Right.
All the PS2 games, let's be honest. All the PS2 games. First time I played Ocarina. Playing Gears of War with Matt. My biggest memory is playing Halo 2 System Link anywhere, or we go to 555 Cheddar Deal in my friend's garage with like a bunch of tube TVs. We play. After we played around, we just go in there and just talk shit. We hate each other. My friend had dual exhaust on his truck, and if he got, you just hear "fuck" controller slamming. You're boom. Like, where is he? And he just drives off. Like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Sounds good. Yeah, just gone.
Who was that?
Mike.
Not
an issue.
Florida?
Yeah, good one. But yeah, that was it. And James saying me and Jared were gay because we were the best 2v2 team because we just stayed right on top of each other. He said you just look down, just crouch, just right on top of each other. Right there. So yeah, you can get a more in-depth view of it when I finish writing it. So that's a brief rundown of my history. It's gotta stretch it out again.
It's hard.
Oh, Persona 5.
One thing I gotta say about me is, I guess out of these two, I was blessed with the way I gamed. I guess in some ways.
You had an SNES when it was.
Well, I'll tell the story. Anyways, pretty much for me, I grew up. I played Nintendo. I played Super Mario Bros. 3. That was my first game I ever knew. Great choice. Arguably the greatest, one of the greatest games ever.
I agree.
And I also had a Sega as well. I played Sonic and I played Streets of Rage. That's all there was need to play on Sega. And anyways, I played mostly Super Nintendo. That's probably one of my bigger things. I mean, I played Donkey Kongs. I missed out on Zelda, like Link Between Worlds. I missed out on Super Metroid.
Link to the Past.
Or Link to the Past, sorry.
It's fine.
And I missed out on Castlevania. That was another game, but that was a little mature for the age I was. But I played Donkey Kong. I played Super Mario World, which is arguably one of the greatest games ever. I played Chrono Trigger, which was one of me and Corey's favorite. And believe it or not, one of the biggest games for a while, me and Corey, we would rent games. We usually got Chrono Trigger, or we rented
Continue, I'll be right back.
Rock and Roll Racing, which was a fun little game that they had like the 8-bit like Born to Be Wild and played like all these little classic like Ozzy Osbourne songs and stuff. It was really fun. But anyways, then I moved on, and I guess when it was the jump between N64 and PS1, I guess I went the right route because I had PlayStation, and I loved Twisted Metal. That was like one of my biggest things. Twisted Metal was everything, and I played the Final Fantasies. My stepbrother Josh had an N64, and I did play like Star Fox, and I played Mario 64, and I never played Ocarina of Time. I know, I missed out. I'm not saying I haven't missed out on some great franchises, and then I of course jumped more of an Xbox guy than a PS2, but I did play PS2 games. Let's be honest, I played GTA, Vice City, San Andreas, all those games, and I also played Halo when that came out, one of the greatest gaming experiences, of course, and then Halo 2, and he kind of explained it. I mean, Halo 2 was a big moment in my life as far as multiplayer goes. I really feel like it showed me what multiplayer can do. And my biggest gaming and my favorite time, obviously, because I was older and I actually had a job and paid for it, was 360 I had first, and I, of course, got all those games. I mean, I can't really think of many games I missed out on that. So I'd stick of truth.
Yeah,
who would have thought? And then I went to PS3. I kind of flip-flop between them, trading one in for the other and kind of just playing all those. I will say I also had a GameCube and a Dreamcast, which Sonic Adventure was a huge franchise for me. I did love those. But GameCube, of course, Resident Evil 4. Greatest game ever. But yeah, so pretty much now I have a PS4 and Xbox One, and the way it is to have dual consoles. And now I'm investing in a PS Vita. Let's see, I did have a PSP too, and I also played Crisis Core, and I also played one of the Kingdom Hearts games, but I didn't play too many of those. Oh, and I also played a stupid Metal Gear Solid game. That was bad. It was like a card game. Oh, stupid. God. But then again, I guess that was a thing. I mean, freaking
card game,
Kingdom Hearts game. That was a card game.
That's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it in PSP. But yeah, so honestly, I think I was on the right track. Missed on a couple of big hits growing up, but for the most part, I think I did pretty well for myself gaming. Yeah. Definitely have to say it was a my biggest hobby is definitely gaming. I have to say.
I'll throw that in there really fast. I forgot, in between the Xbox GameCube generation, we did get a Dreamcast at launch. And that is one of the biggest highlights of my gaming career. The first time I played Sonic Adventure. Because it was amazing. Because I was like, holy crap.
Whoa.
Right.
And, James, this is for you. And playing the little demo disc it came with. And it was like gun game, like third-person shooter, like with puppets. And like when you get killed, it's like you got fluffed. And like instead of blood, too, now it's like fluff from like stuffed animals. James will know what I'm talking about.
That sounds disturbing.
It's funny. It's funny as
Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot one thing I did. I did dabble in PC gaming as well, and I got, thank God, I was part of the world that got to play WoW, of course, and Doom, which is one of the greatest games ever. And even at a young age, I was like 6. Like when I was 4, I was terrified of the game. I watched Corey play and I was scared. And then I finally, mustered up the courage to play it. Glad I did. Love the game. Doom will always be one of the greatest things. Can't wait for Doom 4.
Yeah, that's our history of gaming. We got enough time to do
And Quake, which will be the revival game that I do, franchise that needs to be revived.
yeah, we got enough time for a quick random topic.
A little rando.
I'm gonna have to throw one together. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
No. He's not prepared.
If you can, I can think of one.
All right.
Oh shit.
This one's kind of stupid, but fun, I guess.
random.
Okay.
What's your favorite kind of style of health style? Like, do you like having 100% health, regen system, like kind of like having to take potions like RPG,
Right.
I guess I would say,
Contra,
things like that,
health.
or every great warrior waits an hour after a battle to regenerate, things like that. Like
the Elder Scrolls.
Yeah. What kind of mechanic system do you think is the one that you think most gaming should just stick to? Like, I know regen's kind of the big one right now.
I think everybody should look to innovate and do their thing. But for first-person shooters, I'm all about what Battlefield does. If you get hit, you're freaking injured.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to go, that's better. No, you got shot in the freaking leg, you lost 30% of your health, and you're going to stay at 70.
Or you could just throw out a pack.
Yeah, you had to be that
heal.
class
Yeah,
type.
you have to be, a teammate has to help you out, or you have to be that class type. And it's like,
Yeah.
do you like all the assault rifles? I don't. I prefer light machine guns. Here's the ammo to tend my wounds. Like, that's what I want. Like, you get hit, you're hurt. Now, I don't want guys to, like, get shot in the leg and they can't run. It's a little too much immersion for me.
Ah, Daisy.
That's a little too much immersion for me. I still want to play a video game, for God's sakes. But,
Yeah.
I like the Call of Duty thing, but it takes me out. It's like, I just shot you in the chest 3 times and then you went prone, and now we're on even terms again.
So you like the more percentage health thing.
Right, and it's recoverable in
recover,
Battlefield,
yeah.
but you just gotta earn it.
Yeah.
To me, it's completely what kind of game it is. Like, I love Legend of Zelda's heart systems where you get it back
Enemies.
from killing enemies, but that obviously wouldn't work.
So you like the reward system.
But
You
that
like-
wouldn't, like I said, it depends on the type of game.
Right.
Like first person shoot, like just like with Halo, that makes sense because he's a super soldier and
Right.
his shield's gonna recharge. And I don't know, yeah, it depends. For shooters, I like rechargeable. I like helping recharge. For RPGs, I mean, my favorite game is Oblivion, but I think their health system's a little, like, it's pretty easy. You can just wait an hour to get back. I like, for RPGs, I think I'd prefer something
that's
like
out
what.
of combat though.
Yeah, I
Be
know.
out of combat.
Still.
And there's also
But-
tons of health potions.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda, like for RPGs, I prefer like a Zelda type where you have to earn it or drink a potion or something to get your health back. So yeah, around that.
Mine, and honestly, it took me a while until I finally really found mine because usually it was the percentage health thing. That's kind of how things worked. But it was until Dark Souls. I played Dark Souls because this guy explained it to me flat out. I wasn't as good as him, so I couldn't do what he did. But he would always he wouldn't put anything in vitality. He was just like, screw that.
Don't get hit.
The biggest thing is yes. If you get hit, that just means you're messing up. I won't use the rap slogan. That just means you're fucking up. But
We say
anyways,
it all the time.
but anyways, yeah. So you get Estus flasks, and now I know you can upgrade them and make them unbelievably good. But even still, it's like I like the ones where it's like if you were getting hurt, then you got a limited amount of things you can do. It's like a penalty for getting hurt. Like it really feels like, fuck, I can't get hit one more time. Whereas I'm kind of like Battlefield, but Battlefield, yeah, you can be a healer and you can have like guys help you and stuff.
Yeah.
So
you're not chugging Estus and
yeah, I know. So like, yeah, so like, and then when you're out of Estus and you're like, oh shit, and I really would put this to when I was a rookie, when I was a rookie and played Dark Souls 1 the first time and like really had to deal with it. So I like the ones where it's like conservative is the key, and it's like, yeah, you got to just be better to win.
Yeah. A lot of hack and slash games I like their health systems, like Bayonetta's or Devil May Cry.
Exactly. You lose ranking if you use items. That's a good idea.
So it's like, yeah, you can heal, but do you want that S ranking?
See,
but you're not going to get triple S if you got hit.
Yeah.
But do you want that S ranking? Because if you heal, you ain't going to get it.
Exactly. So those are the ones I kind of like could go for.
And like Bayonetta was so good. It's like there was. I did the thing where you complete the normal story mode, getting at least a gold on everything. It's gold, platinum, pure platinum. But before gold, it's silver, bronze, stone, and like so. Like I used an item when I was playing on the infinite climax, the hardest difficulty. I used a bunch of items for one boss fight because it was so damn hard. And it gave me like the stone award, and the freaking award is like your fat, stupid friend tripping over. It gives you the award, and it just says, I guess you technically beat the level. I was like, I want to replay it. God. It's like, I was like, that was so hard. I had to earn that, and then you just say like,
and that's just
did
it.
You really win?
That's just it. You felt like you earned it.
Right.
Like, I like the penalizing features of healing yourself, whether that be ranking or just staying alive and not having to redo it.
Well, in Dark Souls, the punishment is you have to stand still.
Yeah, so that's why to me the Zelda is perfect because it's kind of, it's sort of like Dark Souls in the fact that you have like your amount of potions that you're done, but it's not as grueling as it is if you kill an enemy. There's still a chance they can drop hard, and
I like the capture fairies,
and I like the fact that you can make as the game goes on, your health bar gets bigger because you find heart.
Yeah, which is an option in Dark Souls.
Yeah, you don't have. It's an option, and you don't have to.
But even to me,
but you're going to.
Even to me, still, unless you're like 720 something, and your health bar is all the way over there. Even if you have the drastic difference, still doesn't change it as much. I mean, you might get that one last, like you might be able to save yourself to get that one last extra hit, but still, nonetheless, you get punished pretty hard if you get hit.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Yeah.
Well, guys,
especially when you got to fill out a boss fight after you're done getting to it, and you want to try and save your Estus slash for that fight. But sorry,
Oh, you're good. Well, guys, that's been episode 16 of Podcast Reloaded. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, I'll say again, subscribe to us, like the video, share the video on all of your social media things. I don't care what it is, share it on it.
Share it.
Even if it's Pornhub, share it on it.
Share it on
social
Pornhub.
media. Do whatever you want.
I want to go that extra link, but
just don't dislike it.
Please don't.
Just don't hit a thumbs down.
Please don't.
We don't have enough people to have haters.
Do the polite thing and just talk about us behind our back.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments below what your favorite health system is and what some of your gaming history and best memories are. I'd love to read them. So until next time, guys, keep gaming.
Keep gaming.
Keep gaming.
Here's another one.